Hi, welcome to my video on function notation part 3. In this video we're doing the reverse in that, let's see, let me explain before I keep on talking. Find the value of x when given the function notation. You're given two function notations. Examples, find the value of x in each. Notice we have f of x equals 2x. We have f of x equals 10. So, because both of these are f of x, that means that 2x is equal to 10 by what we call transitive property, or we could say substitution. So, if 2x equals 10, divide by 2 on both sides, and what we're doing, we're solving an equation. So, if you take 5 and put the f of 5, so if you take the first one, the f of x equals 2x, and you do the f of 5, so that's 2 times 5, that gives you 10. If you take the second one, the f of x equals 10, so the f of 5 is going to equal 10, so 10 is here, 10 is here, so when we put 5 in both of these, 5 is the value that makes the two of them equal. And that's similar to what we call the transitive property. And let me explain. If I said A equals B and B equals C, then because A and C both equal B, then A is equal to C. That's the transitive property. Because these two are both f of f, 2x equals 10. B, because g of x equals 4x minus 1. Because g of x equals x plus 5, that means that 4x minus 1 equals x plus 5. So what value of x would the two of these be true? So we solve the equation. So x is going on the left, 4x minus x by, and it is a 5 plus 1. So the x moves over to the left to become negative, and the negative 1 moves to the right, become positive. So 4 minus 1x, that's a 1, understood. That's a 3x equals 5 plus 1 is 6, and divide by 3x equals 2. And again, if you check it and you put 2 in here, if you put 2 in here, you get 4 times 2 is 8, minus 1 is 7. Putting a 2 in gives you 7. If you put a 2, the g of 2, you put a 2 in here and you get a 7. So 2 is the right answer to make both of these true. P of x equals 2x plus 4. The p of x is negative 10. So, because both of them are equal to the p of x, that means 2x plus 4 equals negative 10. And we solve this. X's go on the left, numbers go on the right. So negative 4, plus 4 becomes minus 4. 2x equals negative 10 minus 4 is negative 14. Divide by 2, and I get x equals negative 7. And again, check it. If you put, that's a negative 10. So if you put a negative 7 right here, 2 times negative 7 is a negative 14 plus 4, negative 10. So negative 7 is the correct value. That works out. D, both of these are equal to the h of x. So because both of them are equal to the h of x, that means the negative 3 bracket x minus 2 is equal to negative 7 times negative x plus 3. Again, the two of these are equal because of what we call the transitive property. And some people say substitution. You're substituting, if you look back here, if this is 2x and f of x is 10, so I can put 2x right here because f of x equals 2x. F of x, you can put 2x in here equals 10 by substitution, or we say transitive. Let's work these out. Negative 3 times x, negative 3 times negative 2, negative 7 times negative x, negative 7 times 3, negative 21. X's move to the left side, and the numbers move to the right side. When x comes to the left, it becomes negative. When the 6 goes to the right, it becomes negative. That gives me negative 10x equals negative 27. Divide by negative 10, and x is equal to positive 2.7. You're going to have a decimal. You're going to have 27 over 10 as a fraction. Now, checking this one out is a little bit more work, but you should check it out. Put 2.7 in here and work out this one. Put 2.7 in here and work out that one. And it should be okay. Now, let's see. The v of x is in both of these. So that means a half x plus 2/3 equals 3 over 2x. They're both equal to v of x, so they're equal to each other. Now we have an equation with fractions. So what I like to do is to multiply by the LCD of 2 and 3 and 2. The LCD is 6. So multiply both sides by 6. There it is. And if I multiply both sides by 6, it keeps the balance. So I'm going to multiply both. I'm going to multiply all the terms by 6. So multiply all the terms. So what I'm doing, I'm taking the 6 and I'm just putting it in through here and here. Doing it that way, I can multiplying everything by 6. Here it is here. You can see the cancellations occurring much easier. 2 into 6 goes 3. 3 times 1, 3x. 3 into 6 goes 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 into 6 goes 3. 3x times 3 is 9x. And now we move the x's. I move the x's to the left. And I move the constant or the numbers to the right. Plus 9 becomes minus 9. Plus 4 becomes minus 4. Negative 6x equals negative 4. Divide by negative 6. That cancels. X is equal to negative over negative positive. 2 into 4 goes 2. 2 into 6 goes 3. So x is 2/3. Again, put the 2/3 back in here and work it out. And put the 2/3 back in here. But let's just do that. I'm going to put 2/3 in the place of x. There it is. I'm putting 2/3 in here and working it out. The 2's cancel out, so I get a 1/3 plus 2/3. That's 3 over 3, which is 1. Now, if I take the 2/3 and put it in here, so I'm putting 2/3 in there. And you notice the 3's cancel, the 2's cancel, and I get 1 over 1, which is 1. So 2/3 is the correct number to put in both of these for both of them to become the same. Okay, and we have some practice. Practice means pause the video and work them out one at a time. Work out the first one, play it back. Work out the second one, play it back. Here we go. Find the value of each. D of x is 4x, d of x is 20. Both of them are equal to d of x, so 4x equals negative 20. Divide by 4, x equals negative 5. So 4 negative 5 gives me negative 20, and negative 20 is here. So the x is negative 5, the d of negative 5 is negative 20. Negative 5 in here gives me negative 20, so this is the correct answer. Q of x equals 3x minus 4. Q of x equals negative 19, and that means that negative 3x minus 4 equals negative 19, because they're both equal to the q of x. Negative 3x equals negative 19 plus 4. Negative 3x equals negative 15. And divide by negative 3, and we get x is equal to 5. Negative divided by negative positive, we got a 5. And check it out. If we put, just check it out, we put a 5 in here. Putting a 5 in here, so the q of 5, we put a 5 in, we get a negative 15 minus 4 is negative 19. And we put a 5 in here, the q of 5 is negative 19. true for both. H of x is equal to both of these, so therefore negative 6x minus 7 is equal to 3x plus 2. And again, they're both equal to the h of x, so therefore they're equal to each other. And x's go on the left, numbers go on the right. So 3x becomes negative, and the negative 7 becomes positive. Negative 9x equals 9. And we divide by negative 9, so x is equal to negative 1. Again, let's just check. Let's put a negative 1 into the first one. That gives us 6 minus 7. That's a negative 1. And I'm going to put a negative 1 in here. I get negative 3 plus 2, negative 1. So a negative 1 is the value of x that makes both of these true. And number 4, we have the f of x in both of them. So because both of them are equal to the f of x, that means that 2 times 5x minus 4 is equal to negative 3 times x plus 34 over 3. Both equal to f of x, so they're equal to each other. Let's get rid of brackets by distributive property. 10x minus 8. And negative 3 times both of these. Negative 3 times x. And notice the negative 3 times they cancel, so I get, they cancel out, so I get negative 1 times negative 34. Negative 1 times 34 is negative 34. Again, to check that, 3 times 34 over 3, which is this one times this one. The 3's cancel out, and you get a negative 34. X's go to the right. Sorry, x's go to the left. Numbers go to the right. So 10 and 3 is 13. And 8 and 34 gives me negative 26. Divide by 13. And x, they cancel as a 1. And that gives me negative 2. And again, we put a negative 2 back in here. So 2, 5, x is negative 2 minus 4. So I'm putting a negative 2. This is the big bracket here. I'm working out the inside first. So I got, now that bracket is not supposed to be there. Just, I made a mistake, should be over here. So that's a negative 10 minus 4. 2 times negative 14, negative 28. So if I put a negative 2 in this one, so that's x is negative 2. So negative 2 plus 34 over 3. And we simplify the inside first. So that becomes, that's over 1. So 3 is a common denominator. So 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 2 is negative 6 plus 34 over 3. And that gives me 3 on the bottom is already common denominator. So 6 from that makes it 28. Right? Perfect. And we multiply, we cancel. 3 and 3 is once. 3, that is negative 1. Negative 1 times 28 is negative 28. 2 of them check. So negative 2 is the correct answer to make 2 of them true. And so that's working out, again, different, or the two expressions, the same function notation are equal to 2 different polynomials, and we solve them out to get the value of x to make them true. If you like my video, click the like button, click the subscribe button if you're not a subscriber, and click the notification bell because there are more videos coming your way. And write a comment on my video if you wish. And visit my math website, www.mathfullyexplained.com. There you have 3 sections. Me talks about my degrees and teaching experience. The video section talks about the strategies you're going to use to help you learn your math. The content section talks about the topics that I have online, the number of videos on those topics. That's on my YouTube channel. And what's in black font is there already, and what's in red font will be there in the near future. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.